Hey everyone, so in this video what I want to do is talk about blue sky replacement because let's face it, the sky replacement tool in Photoshop is fantastic, and especially now in spring when everything is cloudy and gray, that sky replacement comes in really handy. But what happens when you have a bunch of images that you have to do? Do you need to go in and do every single one? Seems a little tedious, doesn't it? How about if we could automate that so that you can do it in, well, say with one button. All right, let me show you how. Here we are in Lightroom. I'm going to grab all these images here and I'm going to go right click and edit in Photoshop. Now, when the prompt comes up for whether you want to do the originals or edit a copy, I will always suggest editing a copy. And here is why. If you are making the effort of changing out the blue skies for your clients anyway, then you might as well send them the originals to show them, hey, look at what I did for you, so that they can say, oh my God, you did 10 images there. That must have taken you forever. And you say, well, you're worth it. Okay, so how are we going to then make this an automated process? Well, as you know, I've got a real estate photography course and I've got a bunch of actions in there already. So how about I start off by creating an action? Okay, so if you haven't made actions before, well, welcome to making actions 101. If you don't have this actions panel open on your screen, go up to Windows and click on actions. That will make this panel open over here. You may not have the same stuff as I do, and I'm sure that you don't have the same stuff as I do because I actually don't need all this stuff that I have here. It's just been all the stuff that I've accumulated over the years. But with that being said, I'm going to go into my real estate photography course folder and I'm going to click on this button here, which is the button for create a new action. I'm going to call this action sky replacement auto. Okay, I'm going to record it and I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to do sky replacement. I'm going to choose the sky that I want. I don't really like this sky to be my default one that I use for everything. Maybe this one will be okay. All right, that looks good. And then I'm going to go okay. All right, and that's it. So I'm going to stop my action. Now here's a cool thing. I've already gotten on this one, right? So I can close this image down, and if I want to keep this as a JPEG, what I have to do is I actually have to get rid of all these layers because obviously JPEGs don't have layers. If I want to keep the layers, I'm going to have to change it to something like a PSD file or a TIFF. But for this one right here, I am going to just go Shift Command E, make it all into my background, and go W and save. That's going to save it as a JPEG, and we're done. But now what about the rest? Do I want to go through and do the same thing? No. So here's how we do it. We're going to go to File, and then scroll down to Automate. Go over now to Batch, and once this is open, you'll see that it says you've got your folder, Real Estate Photography Course, and the action is my sky replacement auto. And what am I going to do? I'm going to use all my open files, and there you go, okay. Now it's doing it for all my open files. And each one of these is being sky replaced. Okay, fairly simple. But what if I want to take that and make it even easier? Is there a way to do that? I think that there might be. So what's my next move? I need to be able to close these and save these, right? So I'm going to click on sky replacement here inside my action. And I'm going to record this again. I'm going to click on record. And the next action that I want to do is my flatten command. And flatten can be done up here in layers. At the very bottom here, it says flatten image, or you can go Shift Command E, and that'll flatten everything. So there you go. We've got merge visible there. Everything's done. And from here, we need to save it, right? So how about I just stop this action, okay? And I'm going to go up to the very top. I'm going to go and add a menu item. So it says insert menu item, and the menu item that I want to insert, I'm going to select it. It's over here. It's in File. I want to click on Save and OK. Now, in our action, we've got merge visible, save, and then what's the last one that we're going to do? We are going to then close it. So how about I put that one in too? So insert menu item, file, close. There we go. Okay, so my action now, it says sky replacement, merge visible, save, close. Here is how we're going to take the next step and make it even better. I'm going to go up to File, go to Automate, and the next thing I'm going to do is create a droplet. Okay, a droplet is an interesting thing. It's like a small mini program, right? And anytime that you drop a file onto the droplet, it will open up Photoshop and run the action which the droplet is made from. So I'm going to take the sky replacement auto. I'm going to choose my folder. I'm going to put this right onto my desktop, and I'm just going to call it auto sky replace. And you'll notice that it ends with the suffix app, and that's for app. I'm going to go save, and that's done. Here, I'm just going to quit, and I don't need to save any of these because I'm going to go back into Lightroom and do this all over again anyways. All right, so here I am in Lightroom. These are my copies. I'm going to get rid of them. There's my originals. Now, from this point, what we're going to do is go to Export, and we are going to create a new export preset. And here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that it says export to hard drive, export to. Now, this one here, I'm not going to do desktop. I'm going to do the same folder as original photos, and I'm going to say add to this catalog, and I'm not going to put it into any subfolder, right? So add to this catalog and rename it. Yeah, we should rename it. I'm going to edit that. Let's get rid of all that. I'm just going to add file name and sky replace. Okay, and once that's there, we go okay, and now it's done. Whatever the file name is at the end of it, it's just going to append sky replaced. All right, that's good. Image format, whatever you want that to be. Resizing, you probably don't want to do that for this. Post-processing. Now, this is the important part. At the very bottom where it says post-processing, after export, we are going to go right down to the bottom where it says go to export actions folder now. Okay, click on that, and you'll see that a new Finder window opened up with export actions. Open that. I'm going to create a new window, get up to my desktop, find that Auto Sky Replace app, and then drag that into that Export Actions folder that opened up from Lightroom. Okay, so now that that's in there, I'm going to select that. Okay, so just watch. I'm going to go down, and in here we have Auto Sky Replace. There it is. And click on that, and now let's add that as a export. And I'm going to go auto blue sky replace. Okay, and now that is added into here. All right, let's grab all these and see if it works. Right click, export to auto blue sky replace. Click on that, and let's see what happens. Oh, check this out. It says auto replace is damaged and can't be opened. You should move it to the trash. If you get this, this is a problem that has happened ever since macOS updated their security things in Ventura 13.3 or something like that. Okay, it's a very, very simple fix. And if you have other actions that are doing this, well, here's the trick. Do not press move to trash. Click on cancel. Okay. Go back to that export actions folder. Okay, find that auto sky replace, right click it, and click on open. Okay, and it's going to say again, auto sky replace is damaged, can't be opened. You should move it to the trash, right? No, we don't want to move it to the trash because it's actually good. You made it, it should work. Click on open. All right, now that it's opened once, essentially what it's done is it has told macOS, no, I want to open this. This is perfectly fine. I don't care if it may be dangerous. It's not. I trust it. Open it. So you've told Ventura now what it needs to do, and it's going to open. So let's try this again. Okay. I'm going to cancel. and take all these copies that were made, and I'm gonna just get rid of them. Right click, export, and auto blue sky replace. And let's try that one more time, okay? So now what it's doing is making a copy of each of the images, and then it's adding blue sky to each of these images. Now, the benefit of that, like I said before, you are showing your client what the before and after is, and your clients are probably going to say, well, thank you for spending so much time changing out the skies in all these images for me. I really appreciate that. Okay. It makes them feel good. It makes you look good, and everyone is happy afterwards. Right. And there you go. Blue skies in all of your images. It's all been done automatically. One click. Well, 2 clicks, 3 clicks. Wait, 1, 2, select all, right click, export. There, 4 clicks. Right, 4 clicks. Right, whatever. All right. So if you like that, great. Now, obviously, I can't just leave you there because I am here to sell my online course, and I've got a new product that I'm actually selling, and that's why I made this video as well. Check this out. One of the issues that happens when you do this kind of automation is take a look at that cloud. See how that cloud doesn't move, but the house does? All of a sudden, this starts looking strange. And if you have a realtor that uses your photos for everything and they have a portfolio, then after a while, that same cloud is going to show up on every single one of their front images, and it's going to start looking a little suspect, okay? And as well, when you're flipping through at this speed and the cloud doesn't move, it feels a little strange as well. So what we have done is we have gone one step further, and we have made a randomized system where we have made it so that the clouds are now going to be completely random. And it's not random like AI random or anything like that. No. This is still just using standard laws of randomization. So we're randomizing the size, we're randomizing the tilt, we're randomizing the opacity, and it creates images like this, where each of the clouds has been randomly derived. So gives you a much more natural look. The colors are a lot better, and it is a much cleaner look. And so we've got this as part of our full-time real estate photography course, or you can get it as an add-on with all the presets so that it's easy to install. You don't have to learn about how it works if you don't want to. You just go ahead, install it, and bang, it will work. We have a ton of different types of cloud exports. So we have a no cloud, 4 different cloud sets with varying degrees of the amount of clouds. So you get lots of cloud, more clouds, some clouds, few clouds. And you can choose which one feels best for your area, because in some locations, you might not want to have a lot of cloud. In some other locations, it's going to look better with more clouds. So you get to choose the intensity and the depth of your clouds. And if you do take the course, you can actually learn how to do this, so you can actually add in your own clouds. But for anybody else that just wants to get it all done and just be like, hey, you know what, Rob, I'm going to let you do this. Well, hey, I got you. Click on the links below, and you know what to do after that, right? Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, questions, put them below, and be sure to click on like, subscribe, and click on that little bell to be notified every time we put up new content. And I am happy to announce that our online real estate photography course is now done, and it is ready for you. Just go to www.robmaroto.com and use a coupon code that is in the show notes here to get yourself a nice little discount. All right, see you later.